Hi guys, welcome back to Feed the Beast Unleashed. Just doing a little bit more recording, doing a few wanders around and found a big golem. Went to have a look at it to see what it did, see how hostile it was, and I don't know whether you've just been able to see it. I've just seen it. It's looks like it's despawned because it is now daytime, but basically just sucked up all of the, not all of them, but a vast majority of blocks that was surrounding it, and then grew to like a big construct, and then started throwing the blocks back at us. So that was pretty cool. First time I've seen one of those in action. But the purpose of this video is to do a bit more work from the Tinkerer's construct, which we did last time. I've actually been around already and collected some, just go back up here, collected some items together to get the work underway. I've actually also found some of this quarried stone, which is like a white coloured stone, and as you can see you can make a fair few different items from it, just like you can cobblestone. So the quarried stone you've got here smelts down into the quarried block, and then basically you just take the quarried blocks and put them in your inventory. If you put it in once, it'll turn it into this kind of looking block where it's got like squares on it. If you put it in again, it'll make it into smaller ones, so it looks more like bricks. And you can also make these ornate ones, which is just a ring of the quarried blocks, and it gives you 8, so it's just a 1-to-1 ratio. So I'm going to make some buildings just down. There's actually a bit of flat ground just beyond those trees, so I'm actually going to put a building down over there, because we're going to build the next part of this Tinker's construct. Like I said, basically what you need to get is, get rid of all the stuff out of my inventory. Just got loads of rubbish I've been collecting. Get rid of all that. Right, so that's stone. We will take that. So you need gravel, sand and clay. Found a lot of clay in one place, so collected all, because I know you need a fair few of these blocks. Basically, if you go into a crafting table, or obviously the crafting within your own inventory, if you place 1 clay, 1 gravel and 1 sand, it'll produce this item called grout. The recipe isn't a shaped recipe, so basically you can have the items anywhere and it'll still craft the grout. So basically you just need 1 of each of these, and it'll produce 2 grout for each one that's used up. So what I'm going to do is make as much of that as I can out of what I've got there. Put this back in my inventory. So that's gave us almost 2 stacks. So what I'll do is take that out. Wait until this one burns down. Put the, not clay, don't want to make bricks. Put the grout in the furnace. Just so much crap in the inventory. Put the stuff back in here. Grass blocks there, see, you don't normally pick up grass blocks, but because of that the golem's sucking all the grass up, and all of the blocks that was adjacent to it's actually picked them up as well. So, and I don't think I can actually make any more grout at the moment. I've got plenty of sand and clay, but it's the gravel. Obviously it's mostly found underground, and I haven't actually done that much mine. I've done a bit. Oh, there you go. So I've got a stack and a half's worth of gravel as well, so I can make a fair few more, because I cannot quite remember how many you need to get the thing up and running. Basically what we're going to be looking at doing is this here, which is the seared blocks. So it's basically like a big smelting cauldron for all of the ore that you can collect, and for every ore you put in it you'll gain 2 back. So for every iron ore you put in, a block of iron ore or copper or whatever it is, you'll get 2. So obviously that 1 block will become 2, so that stack of 50 blocks will become 100. So it's kind of like the mace rate, except I'm not sure what the mace rate there it is. The recipe is now, it's still the same as it was before. So obviously that takes flint and a machine block, so that's just iron. So that's probably cheaper and easier to get, but then you have to get the generator to go with it and the wires to go with it, and obviously that's heading towards like a fully powered system, and I have done the industrial craft stuff a lot of times before, and I think this Tinker stuff's just a lot better. It just fits in better with the Minecraft like thing, you know what I mean? It's like grassland and cows, things like that. There's not big industrial machines everywhere. But saying that, I do use some industrial craft stuff like this furnace because it burns quicker than the original. If you look at a normal furnace, it goes around about, I don't know, half the speed of this one. So this one actually smelts faster, therefore uses less coal because it'll smelt twice as much on one piece of coal as a normal furnace would. So this is well worth the upgrade, as it only takes a furnace and 5 bars of iron. So if we have a look at the recipe for that, it'd be the iron furnace. Yeah, iron furnace. So you can either make it out of a ring of iron, which takes obviously 8 iron, or because you're going to have a furnace already anyways, you might as well pick your furnace up, put 5 round instead, save yourself 3 iron, and get exactly the same item. Because you're not going to be, once you've created this one, you're not going to want to use the old one again, because it's just slow, it's just pointless. So, highly recommend getting the iron furnace as soon as you can. The other thing I said in one of the previous videos was, when I made the pickaxes, and you put items in, it actually comes up on this side, and it said iron, which I thought meant it was equivalent to iron. Unfortunately, it's not. It means it'll pick up to iron, so it'll do copper and other items up to iron, so you cannot use it as an iron pickaxe. The other thing we're making the Tinkerers, sorry, flicking through screens, the Tinkerers thing for is because this tool forge requires 4 blocks of iron, and each one of them obviously consists of 9 iron ingots. So if I just smelted the iron as is, that would be 36 ingots of iron. So essentially that would be half a stack of iron plus a bit more, and I don't really want to do that. Whereas if I get the furnace set up, it would obviously smelt twice as much, and therefore I would have to use half as much ore. The furnace itself is mostly made up of these seed bricks, which is just 4 seed bricks to make a seed brick. I don't know why they call it seed bricks and bricks, or instead of bricks and blocks or whatever, but basically you go like that, and for some reason that's there. It's made 8. I thought I only made 1 there. So as you can see, smelting these, I've got 5 again, so that gives us 1. But that's only 9. And this item, what building this furnace, also needs a tank, which is a piece of glass surrounded by the seed bricks. So there's another 8, and a controller, which is another 8. So there's 16 straight away. It also needs a 3x3 base. So obviously you go 3 blocks along by 3 blocks along. That would be the base, and then you would have to build a wall around that one block higher. So if I get a quick sleep over here, I'll show you what I mean on the floor. I don't know what mobs will have spawned while I've been talking, but the more creatures mobs are just crazy. But obviously it does add an extra element to the game, and I do like it. Look at that crazy thing, horse mobs. Look at them. I do like it because otherwise there's not that much danger in Minecraft, really. It's mostly if you're in a dungeon, not a dungeon, sorry. If you're mining in cavern complexes, things like that, this is the most dangerous thing. And obviously if you time it right, you can just keep your distance. This guy's only really that harmful. Oh, spoils bag. Oh, there's the wolves going crazy for the bird. Only really harmful when they catch you off guard. So when they drop onto you, gosh, werewolves everywhere. Look at them. when they drop onto you, that's really when creepers are bad. But get out of it. The extra creatures it adds in, obviously, like these wolves, but not just the mob creatures, also the like neutral creatures, the boars and bears, ostrich down there. I don't know what the ostrich is for. I actually attacked one before and it buried its head in the sand, so that was quite good. But like even these butterflies, there's no point to it, I don't think. I don't know if it drops loot or anything or whatever, but I think it just fills out the game a lot more than just chickens, sheep, pigs and cows. But I went through the jungle earlier on, one of the jungles biomes. He's with Growly. There, see, and random stuff, just attacking other stuff, and there was an area just, my inventory's full again. An area just covered with snakes. Oh, this guy, get out of it! Ow! Don't actually hit you that hard either. So, just open this, dump all this crap in here. Get rid of that book, don't need it. Oh, again, obviously when you make the seed blocks, just like when we made the Tinkerer's items, it'll give you another book, which is like the next volume up, and this will give you the introduction to being able to cast, which is what we're going to be doing, but also the construction of the building itself. So, as you can see, like I was saying, you build a 3x3 grid on the floor, then you come up one block on each side and build another 3x3. So, here you've got a tank and a controller. Not sure what that is, but it's not necessary to get the thing up and running. So if these were just bricks made out of the 4 bricks that you get from smelting them, you're going to need 3, 6, 9, 12, 15, 18, 19, and then you're going to need these 2, which take obviously 8 of them each. So you're talking about 19 there, 19 times 4, whatever that is, it's going to be 80 close to, plus your 16 for the other thing. So you're talking 100 bricks easy. Obviously you get 2 per crafting from the put the rest of them in there. So again there, look, I've got another 28. So we've got 9 at the moment. That's the 3 sides done, or the base done, whichever. We need another 9 again, and then we need the bricks for the outside. So it does take quite a few, but obviously if you've got them in the iron furnace, it'll take less time to make it. So there you need a smeltery controller and a tank. You need 9 seed bricks, and then it says any combination of 10 seed bricks, tanks, drains and faucets. So in this picture down this side there's actually a faucet on it and a drain, which you can also build and are a necessity for building better items. So obviously you can see in this picture here there's actually a faucet. So when the tank's full of metal, you actually click this faucet and it'll pour something out and actually cast something. So you can actually cast items. So this is all different recipes on how you make them. Like the this table over here, the tool station, where you make your items, you obviously make them out of the stencils. So you just put, say, a piece of wood. I want to make a wooden axe for whatever reason. That's crazy. You'd put it in there, and then obviously pick it up out of it. But if you wanted to do that with like, just run over here, grab some iron. So I wanted to make an iron axe. It won't actually let you do that because the iron isn't malleable enough to make into an item. You need to smelt it down first, and that's one of the main reasons of the smeltery, to basically smelt down the ores that you have into something that's usable, that you can actually pour. So that's what the creeper drops. I love these things. It's basically loot. So force gems, I've actually been looking for force gems because I can make ingots out of them. Bucket of force, I'm not actually sure what it does, but obviously it's to do with the same things as the force gems, some wood and some other rubbish. So for the spoils bag is just like a loot bag that you get off mobs. It's got like a random chance of coming out. The other thing is though, if you right click on it, you can open it and you can take out what you want. But if you go over to a chest and right click on it, it actually puts the entire bag's contents in the chest, and the bag itself disappears from your inventory. So the force gems, sorry, I'll just grab these iron back. The force gems I've been looking for is because if you put a force gem down and 2 iron ingots, it'll make a force ingot. So we'll make all them into force ingots because I've got plenty more iron. Chuck that back in there. Then if I make a wooden wheel, get rid of that stick, don't need it. We'll get some cobblestone, and then we'll upgrade the wooden wheel into a cobblestone one, stone gear, sorry. Then we'll use the force ingots to turn into a force gear, put that back in the middle, and then use these ingots, to make this, which is a force wrench. And a few episodes ago I actually talked about this. This is an invaluable piece of kit when you go mining or adventuring or whatever it is, because it basically increases your inventory size to ridiculousness. So if I pick this up here and just have it on the hotbar, if I go around and you can click, doesn't have a durability, anything like that. Right click doesn't actually do anything. And if I right click on the chest, it'll just open the chest. So as you can see, this chest has items in it. Actually, I'll put another chest down. Here we go. Right, so if I put that there, this chest has items in. Right, if I equip the force wrench, and it's actually turned it round. If I equip the force wrench and shift, so obviously I'm crouching here, shift and right click, the chest actually pops up and becomes an item itself. So if you walk over and pick that item up, it'll come up in your inventory as a chest, and obviously it looks different from a placeable chest, but it is still placeable. So if I pick that up from here, walk over to here and right click, it actually puts the chest down as it was. If you open it again, it's still got the items in. So, see you go down into the mine, take your force wrench with you, then you do all this mining, you collect all these items, right? Then all you do is put them in your chest, use a force wrench to pick the chest up, go over to another chest that you've placed, and then place this chest within the other chest, then do a lot more mining and put the other items in this chest. Then shift click, and you can see it's all in this chest. So basically I've just put a full chest within another chest, which I've then filled. And obviously if I had another chest, I can then put this one in. So it essentially means as long as you've got chests, you've got unlimited inventory space as long as you've got this wrench. And like I said, it doesn't have a durability or anything on it. At least as far as I'm aware. I've used it a fair. There you go, look. So again, put them back. You've got this chest here, which has all my items in still, and you've got the chest next to it, which has all them items in. So it's incredibly good for obviously increasing the inventory space quite quickly and quite easily. Some people again would think it's OP, but that's why these things are put into the game, modded into the game, and then you choose whether or not to use them. I really like using it because there's nothing worse than going mining, you get to where the diamonds are, and then you're struggling for inventory space, so you're having to remove things and chuck stuff away and then pick stuff up, and then you find something else, and it's just a nightmare. Obviously you can get around it in other ways by using ender chests, ender bags, things like that, mining backpacks and other bits and pieces that's in the mod pack, sorry. But I just think this force wrench, obviously you have to go out normally and collect the force gems, but I've just been lucky in the fact that I got them in a spoils bag off a lame-ass creeper that I killed. So all in all, good day. Like I said, I'm going to see if I can build some kind of house over this way while the rest of the stuff's getting built, and then I'll show you that in the next video. Thanks so much, and I'll see you later.